So good to have you with us on Kick-Ons. No RICHO, he'll be back next week, and we are back after a short spell. The best panel in the business is led by Kate McCarthy. K-Mac, good to see you.
It's good to be here. We had a nice little refresher last week, but we're good to go again, and a clean run now till finals.
Well, you've been busy. You did not have any rest. JJ, you've been in fine form as always.
Was good to have just 1 week off though. Don't get managed out of games in the season like you do. Just don't have that type of luxurious contract. But I did get to the footy last week, Essendon and Adelaide. I mean, which game?
What a hoot.
Oh, cracker.
Well, it's the Jenkins Cup.
What a hoot that would have been.
And I loved, this just brought back great memories. Have a look at this. So Rochelle, little handball over the top. Just have a look at the number on the back. Number 4, running into an open goal,
Bang.
like you used to back in the day, kicking the footy up into the
goal
corporate
square
box. Cal Archie, he's been injured, but it hasn't taken him long to...
What's the connection there?
Both number 4 running into an open goal. I actually didn't know the second part.
I thought you were going to do, you
Oh.
kicked yours into a corporate box because the kid actually took the footy, which I thought was
did.
very,
You
very
didn't know it was
smart.
coming. The reason you submitted it is so that the second part would be played
It's
after.
just on the rundown.
Hand on heart, not sure where my heart even is, but I didn't know the second part of the vision was coming, but it was good to see it. I think that was a sealer against the Blues too.
Well, we had a week off, but we still submitted some nice little value bets last week. So let's review how we went, because I went pretty well, to be fair. Like this little wizard, look at that, 4+ now.
$2.85, that's a bit light for you.
Well, the price wasn't as high as what I thought it would have been, but this was over. This was over early from the little maestro. And then, JJ, you had some luck.
You had to circle back a couple
K-Mac?
of weeks for mine.
$10 came out.
Yeah, I'm
on
back.
the
4 from
over-unders.
4. It had to happen one day, and it's happened.
Boom.
Oh, you can follow us on the feed. There's the over-unders. I
we've
went
had a
2
lean
from
couple of
4.
weeks, AJ.
K-Mac is just in touch. Nice little striking distance. And it's even at the top. You've been so arrogant.
Yeah.
You've had your chest, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, when you're in front, you can't
Well, you're
do
not
that.
in front anymore.
Sorry,
You are not
equal
in
first.
front anymore.
A big week this week. We needed, we like it so much that we're going to go with 2 games, 8 over-unders this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he realised he needs some help
He
getting
does.
further ahead now.
Oh, it could backfire.
If you guys split it, would it be like the pole vault at the Olympics? Would you split the gold medal, or would you go to a count back?
Count back.
I think we'd have an arm wrestle in the middle on this table. Whoever wins the arm wrestle wins.
I thought you might have gone for
I'd
like
be
a
in some-
2K time trial or something. That'd be...
Oh, that'd work well, wouldn't it?
Probably should have been.
Give
All
me
right,
a
let's talk some
1500
footy.
start.
Because the game of the round is on Friday night. It's at the Gabba. It is Brisbane taking on Hawthorn. My Hawks, your Lions.
My Lions, our
How's this
Lions.
going to go?
Well, hopefully not as poor as it did last week for the Brisbane Lions, but they've got some form in this area. Last year, around 20 against Gold Coast, blown off the park, and I can remember the same conversation, the exact same conversation. They've lost the hunger, they're not up for it, they're not defending, they're not playing the game the right way. Players are focused on different things, and from that very moment last year, they went absolutely whack.
We're getting late, though. We're getting a bit
Well,
later.
it was 1 week earlier last year.
Yeah, I just feel like they're still just such a week-by-week prospect. If there's a game they've got to get up for, they'll get up for it. It'll be a cracking game on Friday night. If they're not as consistent as they have been previously against the Hawks, they won't get the job done. But I don't think you can really isolate anywhere from the Lions across the season, except for the week that they are playing. They bounce back well, as you referenced last year, JJ. This time of year against the Suns, they got belted, but they bounced back. They continue to bounce back well, but the Hawks will be well prepared for this game.
Yeah, that's the wrong way around for me. I think Hawthorn should be 550, Brisbane 650.
Well, what about the game itself?
The game itself.
Brisbane is very short if you are following form, like the actual form lines. There's a lot of trust in Brisbane. They're about $1.68.
Yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous. I do like my Hawks in this game. They're just in better form. The Lions 5.5, but the Brisbane bounce back factor and the fact that exactly what you said, people are too scared to ride off Brisbane because they've done it in the past and they've come back to make you look foolish. Let's talk about the little maestro, the wizard, because his numbers are off the charts in terms of everything. 50 goals up last week. And there's their run home firstly before we get to the whiz. Yeah, pretty tricky.
But they could win all 3 for fun. So Nick Watson, his accuracy given how many goals he gets from general play is remarkable. He doesn't leave any chances on the table. We're talking about, look at the team they're playing there, North Melbourne. They miss more goals than anyone. He just doesn't miss opportunities. Now, set shots, he goes at about the average rate for the AFL player, but he just does not leave chances on the table, Kat. That's what makes him so amazing.
I think we're also all forgetting his early part of his career. He could not kick a goal to save himself. He almost had the yips to start his career. And then he worked out, I just need to listen to one voice. And I think Sam Mitchell was the voice he listened to. He decided who he was getting his feedback from, and clearly he's just gone from strength to strength. I still love him for the Coleman. I think he's still $12. I got on him a couple of weeks ago at the same price, but I just think as a fellow small forward, it would be incredible if a man like this won the Coleman. It would be like he's not sitting one out in the square and taking marks and getting goals that are almost gimmies for big guys. I just think the way that he's doing it, he's clearly the best small forward we've seen in a long, long time, if not potentially ever.
All right, there's their run home, Brisbane, Collingwood, West Coast, so a nice fortnight to challenge them.
I think he'll need Charlie to miss a game because...
Well, he's missed 2 as well, Watson.
Yeah.
He didn't miss those 2 with the hammy, and they were against lowly sides, then it'd be a different story. But I think it's going to be difficult. If he pulls it off, it's the greatest individual achievement this century. Stand by that. All right, let's get to On Notice, because we'll stay with Hawthorn. And whilst they are flying, I'm putting that man, Josh Weddle, on notice. I see him do some amazing things, Josh Weddle. I see him take 4 bounces down the wing and he's just looking over. No one can catch him. His athleticism is as good as anyone.
What happens after
and
that?
then I don't see him for 3 quarters, JJ. And then I look at the stat sheet on my Sportsbet app and he's had 9 touches for the game.
He's a tweener. He's
What's
the
going
ultimate tweener.
He's too good to be a tweener.
He's an in-betweener. He's positionless player.
Well, sort it out.
They don't know. He doesn't know. We don't know.
He's a half-back. Like, that's what he is.
What type of a half-back?
He's a aggressive halfback in the mould of, I'll try and think of someone in a minute.
So if I was playing as a tall forward, I think he's big enough to play on tall forwards that aren't great overhead marks and then run off. I'd be terrified as a forward having him play on me because I know he can probably match me to a certain extent aerially. I might outmark him once or twice, but he'll probably run off me 10 times. So I reckon he should play as like a pseudo key defender.
When Barris went down with that hammy earlier on the year, they put him back, and that was like, wow, they found his spot. Like, he put together a month, which was exceptional. Now, I don't know. They sort of think he may be a mid, a wing, a halfback. He goes forward.
I think he's a victim to his not having the most polished ball use. Because you've got Amon and Impey in that same back line who aren't as quick. They're quick enough to get away from their player and run off half-back, but they use the ball better. 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to hit their target. Weddle might be sort of a 6, 7 out of 10 prospect. And I think that's why they feed the ball to Amon and Impey more than they do to him, which is why he is so in between.
Sicily and Hubbard use it as well. All right, Sunday night's going to be a ripper. So there's 3 huge games this weekend. We'll get to the other one at the MCG in a moment. But Sunday night, this is the wild card off, really. Yeah. The wild card position is on the line. Saints had a 10-point lead with 13 minutes to go against Sydney last week, and the Blues knocked off the reigning premiers and put 150 on them. So how do you see this one?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Big doubleheader as well. Hopefully the Marvel Stadium turf can hold up to 2 games in one day. Fancy that. 4 p.m. start for the W, and then the play-in game. That's effectively.
Wrong. Those odds, I just tell you, they're wrong.
Tighten them up. Well, if they're wrong, would you flip them, or do they just need to be tighter?
Flip them, because I'm telling you, the Carlton group, as I've said to you on kick-ons before, are the most mentally weak group that there is and that I've seen. And when there is any pressure on them to win and to start favourites, they will wilt under that pressure. When there's no pressure, we're playing Brisbane, no one expects us to win, we'll be right. Start of the year pressure, no good, 1-8. Coach gets sacked, no pressure. We just go win 7, 8 in a row, 9 in a row, whatever it was. So I really like the Saints in this game.
Well, if you do think they're going to win, you're better off taking them in that wild card that we just saw the odds there, $2.30, because if they win, they're pretty much playing wild card footy, but head-to-head, they're $1.60. So look at that. But, yeah, their change in under Josh Fraser has been pretty incredible, to be honest. And to beat the Lions, yes, I'm with you, Kane, in the sense that when the pressure's on, what do they do? I think under him, they've been able to show a little bit more adversity under pressure, but still not all the things that we've probably come to expect.
Under Josh Fraser came out, speaking of.
I mean, and it's just not that one area that they're relying on. It's not contest and clearance anymore. It's turnover, it's move the ball quickly, it's attack. It's catch the opposition on the hop. We're not going long down the line anymore. And their tall forwards are kicking goals as a result of it. That's sort of, I guess, the proof in the way that they're moving the ball and the way that that's making such an impact on the game.
All right, there is the line there. So once again, I like the Saints in this
confident
game.
in the Saints.
Really
you don't rate the Saints. How could you be so confident?
But I just don't rate the mental capacity.
Is this like the lesser of two evils for you?
Well, I can't lose, probably, in this game, I think. JJ?
You'll have plenty of content,
all right, well,
regardless.
The Blues need a new coach. So what we thought we might do is put the shot clock on.
Oh, it's back.
90 seconds. 90 seconds to give us your best as to why or why not this man should be the coach.
I'll get in early because he should be the coach. I've said it since I think he was 6-0 in the role. I went off way earlier than anyone else, but I still think he's the man for the job. There's coaching, but then there's connecting with the playing group, and I think he can do both.
I'm going to throw it straight back to you before we give Kane the rest of the clock.
No, I don't need much clock.
If Carlton, they're the second best performed team since he's been the coach, if that holds, what are the expectations next year if he's the coach? Top four?
Or top four is a bit of a reach.
Well, it'd be a regression.
Nah, I think no, because that's season on a whole. He gets another pre-season. I think finals again would be the pass mark.
It's a no for me. It's a no for me just because I think it's too risky.
Don't even let him in the process.
I'll have a chat to him.
Get him a coffee.
The minute he said, I'm not ready, he's not ready. So I just think it's a too big of a risk.
He just said that to stay out of
But
headlines.
how do you get ready? More experience. He's had more experience.
I need him to feel like he's ready. And
Well, he said it because he's a brilliant Carlton man and he didn't want the pressure.
He doesn't feel like he is ready. But there you go. There's the group. And look, take nothing away from me. He's done a terrific
I think it's
job.
distorting the process badly. Now, and that's no one's fault. Not his fault. It's not Carlton's
You'd
fault.
hate it if you were one of the assistants trying to get the job.
Well, it's overwhelming, the whole process, because how can you look past this? I mean, 9 out of 10 Carlton fans in the street say, well, I mean, what's the decision? He's the coach.
Well, flip it the other way. The interim coach is usually under that much pressure and have no chance at getting the gig, but he's put it the exact...
Time's up. Time is up.
Moving on.
So you're a yes. You're a yes.
I don't know.
I'm a resounding no. If they're going to win against the Saints on Sunday night, they need to stop one man and one man only. Is there anyone that can do this, JJ?
Well, all-Australian lock, of course, as some of us are aware of.
Yeah, I think the last 2 weeks has cemented his position. We missed 4 with a calf. And I didn't think he was great.
Yeah, I don't know what the matchup looks like for Nasiah in any part of the ground here. This is interesting. I think they're going to have to hand him over, potentially defend with 18.
So that's an over then, isn't it?
Well, I would have thought so. It just depends where he plays. He spent a lot of time forward last week, but he had the tag of James Jordan and just outplayed him. I actually think Cowan might be a decent matchup for him if he goes forward, but the problem is he'll blow him up if he takes him up the field. So I don't know what to do with him this week.
So half-back in your All-Australian team? Is that
half-back flank. And then the other one is Impey or Blakey.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Impey. I'm taking Impey.
Yeah, I'm taking
Australian.
You want to rewrite some lines?
We're thinking blowouts in a couple of these games. Last week we just missed. We rewrote Adelaide 79.5. They won by 72, so close enough. Adelaide and Richmond, we can get involved. Yeah, close enough is
close
not good
enough.
enough. I'm aware. You either win or you lose. Adelaide should do a big number on Richmond. Just some weather issues there to look out for. Tex will kick another bag full of goals.
When's the fog back? One more? Or?
One more for the fog. The thrill seeker kicked 5 last week.
Will he get back in the fog?
He'll get in, no doubt about it. We'll go with 4 or 5 tolls again. And then also Geelong against Essendon. And this could be triple figures if Geelong really go after it. So put those two together, you get about $5 for the little same game. Sorry, $8 for the same game multi. Already on the Sportsbet feed, so give it a copy and let's pray for a couple of big fat blowouts.
Kick-ons feed as well. All right, K-Mac. Yeah, the Bombers struggled last week against the tall forwards.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks. So they've given up 17 goals in 2 weeks to key forwards. And there's probably a team that the key forwards are firing apart from Fremantle, and it's Geelong without Jeremy Cameron, if you can believe it. And I think Ollie Henry is the one I'm looking at. He's been super consistent. For me, he's flown under the radar in this Geelong forward line. He's really been consistent in his ability to hit the scoreboard, and I think he's thriving now in that role where you've got Shannon Neal and Jay Polkinghorne playing as your 2 keys, and he gets to play as that genuine hybrid that I think Jeremy Cameron usually plays at. So I like him in this game to be the one that hits the scoreboard. If we're looking at their targets inside forward 50, Ollie Henry's only had 14 targets, but he's kicked 9 goals across those 3 weeks. Shannon Neal, obviously the most targeted with 22, but just 8 goals. So he's the best value, and I think he's the most consistent in this game. I like him for 3+ or even 4+.
Ollie Henry, multiple goals in 9 of his last 12 games.
Loves
so
the
playing
goal.
against the Bombers at home, that could be a big one. That could be 5 or 6. All right, what a game at the MCG on Saturday as Fremantle come to town for their last opportunity for a grand final dress rehearsal on that deck against Melbourne, who are in good form. How are we seeing this one, JJ?
Well, what about in regards to the conversation about how important it is? We heard, I think the former Sportsbet superstar Isaac Smith spoke about the full dress rehearsal. I don't know if you need to overplay. They've had a good record, 3 of their last 4 at the MCG, best travelling team in footy last 2 years. So just another game.
I don't think anything can prepare you for grand final week. Like, you can sort of put things in place. It's difficult because you don't want to get ahead of yourself. You don't want to think, oh, we're already there. So you don't want to over prepare. And then when it comes around, you've got extra media at training. You head there usually a day earlier. You've got the grand final parade on the Thursday.
You wouldn't get in the back of the Hiluxes this week.
No, I would. I'd worry about that when it.
Hold up the pretend cup.
When that happens. Now, they will be fully organised for that. They've got time to organise that. Things like tickets and all that will take care of itself. But I think you just want to make sure you get familiar with the ground and play it the way you're going to play it on grand final day if you're good enough to get there.
You can already see the narrative coming out of it, though, if they don't win this game.
Yeah.
And, for me, the importance of them winning this game isn't in a dress rehearsal sense. It's in a sigh of relief sense. All we're going to hear about from now until the grand final is that they couldn't beat Melbourne Saturday at 1 o'clock at the G, and can they win at the G on the last day in September? So for that sake, I think they do prepare in a way that this is must win. And every game from now on, when you're trying to have a tilt at a premiership, is must win. They've got first spot sewn up. But if I'm pouring all of my resources into one game for the rest of the year, if I'm Freo, it's this one for the sake of that narrative being put to bed.
All right, well, the ruck battle is going to be interesting. Both All-Australian for me, not that I've got to say anymore. But this guy last week, he's the best second half player I've ever seen. He's just a fitness freak. He went behind the ball when they were under the pump a little bit. You can see that there. His intercepting marking was brilliant. 7 in the last quarter, 4 clearances, and then this guy's just as good.
And this is a different animal as well. So they'll need the chop out. So Jackson's going to want to throw maximum sort of velocity and energy at him and fast feed in ruck contest because he doesn't have anywhere near the size of Gorn. But so the chop out areas are going to be really important. We haven't really seen either get on top of each other. It's been a pretty even battle across the journey.
Yeah, it'll be the around the grounds that I think will work out who wins this matchup. And the marking side of things is interesting. Luke Jackson doesn't actually take that many marks in a game. He's not a high marking player, but he brings the ball to ground, he creates contest, whereas Max Gawn is. So what will they be able to get out of him behind the ball? Will they send Jackson to him around the grounds as well? It's going to be really interesting. But I'm with you, Kane, both All-Australians.
Yep.
Start one, bench one. Who have you got?
Start Gawn because of the leadership.
Yep.
Jackson can play.
Oh, we're keen on All-Australian captains now.
No, he's had a better year.
All-Australian captains.
Well, mate, don't look at me. I was one of 10 people on
Jeremy
that panel.
Cameron scoffed at the proposition.
Let's look at their forward line because I'm home. I'm home, people.
You're home.
I told you I was home.
The more you crow this,
the pre-season bet 140. I'm home. They need 9 more. They'll get that. They'll get that this weekend. I am. I'm home, Josh.
All right, okay.
You're home.
Okay, and
You're home.
118
Just
people
flirt with the punting
got
gods.
on my bet on the feed, and well done to you because we are home.
Just
and it's
dare them to do something
It's going
cruel
to
to
happen this weekend. We're up and running on kick-ons, the world famous over and under. Still to come. It's getting tight at the top. Thanks for staying up and watching kick-ons because you're not going to miss out here because we've got a double dose of the world famous over and under. JJ's called for it. It's tight at the top. So here we go. Which players are going to go over and under? Let's start with the Friday night blockbuster and we'll go with Will Ashcroft. And there's his over-under. Which way'd you go, K-Mate?
Yeah, I'm going over for this one for Will Ashcroft.
28 last time against the Hawks. I'm going to play the line and play the number and go under.
I went under as well. I'm not sure why. Maybe just because they've got so many midfielders at Brisbane and I don't really know how many minutes he's going to get through there. Lachie Neale's had a big week. He's been everywhere, actually, in the papers, and he's also been touring Collingwood's facility. Willie, just like to have a big performance just to remind everyone he's still the man?
Well, I think Ashcroft goes over, so I think Neil goes under for me. That's the way that it sort of falls
I've
in that
flipped the
midfield.
script there. No, he'll respond to people like you
Yep.
who questioned him.
Well, it's become a little bit too much about Lockie, but I agree with you that he's going to put in a statement performance. He'll go over. Will Day's a low number, 21.5, I think it was, K-Mac.
Yep, you both went over, so I went under.
I have gone over because I think Josh Dunkley will go to John Newcombe, who we get to in a moment.
If you can't get 21 disposals or 22 playing midfield in the modern game, then something is wrong. Will Day's too good not to do that. John Newcombe, though, JJ, let's go to you.
Dunkley went to Cripps.
Not a hard tagger, though, is he?
Doesn't have to be. It just needs to be enough. When you're talking about 25 disposals, that'll be enough. John Newcombe under.
I think he's quick enough in and under, and I think he gets his hands clear, and I think he gets over that line.
I went under as well, but not sure why, actually. There it is.
So we'll be tired after this game.
Yeah, are you just making sure you don't give up
Are
any
we the
points
same?
to
You just
JJ?
want the arm wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Came back a good opportunity
fortunately,
to
we've got two
swoop in.
games.
Fortunately, we've got a double dose, the Sunday night blockbuster, and we'll start with that man, the only man to talk about.
What's better than one
Naz.
set of over-unders?
Not having any at all.
Hang on.
That's a low number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since
Over.
round 18, he's gone over, under, so over.
I've argued on Saints forums about Hugo Garcia.
What a
more
great
than-
place to be.
More than any other player in the comp. Look, he's a solid player. He's not a superstar. It's a low over-under. He had 14 last week, 2 effective kicks. Will he go over 22.5?
Yeah, I think he
Yes?
goes over. Yep, I think this is an important game in the midfield, and usually he gets his hands dirty in those games, and I think he goes over.
I've gone the over as well. He's definitely got an ankle injury, which worries me.
Oh, okay. You're blaming his poor performance on injury. I went over as well. Jagger Smith's been getting big numbers. JJ?
I'm going to say under, but I'm
Under?
terrified.
yeah.
Under for you as well.
I went under, but this was the one that I was
Terrified.
very worried about.
Nah, he goes over. for
Moves
sure.
like Jagger's probably going to have 20 and a
Cripps,
half.
if they're going to tag someone, maybe it is him and how much time he spends forward in other parts. But I've gone over because it's a low one at 24.5, JJ.
Yeah, I went over, but Boxall's done very well.
Yes.
Heaney, 22, and he kept LDU to 17 or something the week before, but I'll trust the champ.
I've gone over because this is a must-win game for Carlton. Whether they do win or not, usually in must-win games, Paddy Cripps goes big, so I think he goes
you
over.
two are locked. I've gone all the overs. On the other side of this, someone is in our crosshairs for a
easy,
car.
what?
That's coming up next. I've never seen a man with less rhythm.
I've never seen a man who hasn't loved a microphone, a mirror, or a camera more than
Clever
our man.
play by him too. His ears out so he can't take any direction from the producer.
Jace, we miss him. We want you back, and I look forward to him being back in this chair next week. K-Mac, can you find us some goal kicking value, please?
I do, and I'm looking at Tom Atkins actually this week.
Yes.
In his last 3 games, he's kicked a goal in 2 of those. And for his price, I think he's a nice little goal scorer roughie. So he's $3.80 to kick a goal. They're playing Essendon.
They'll all
They
get
give
a
up a
goal.
lot of goals against mids. So I think he's a big chance at kicking a goal this week. So that's our little roughie combined with our anytime value.
Nicely done by you. Now, I'm assuming all of you got your weekend multi-legs last weekend, so well done. Let's see if we can go again this weekend. There's the 3. K-Mac, where did you go?
Well, JJ said close enough's good enough, and that was last week. Jake Bowie, 25 plus for me.
The second wealthiest man in footy, TDK to kick a goal.
Right. I think Mitch Georgiades might be in that conversation as well for other reasons. Gold Coast at the line, they're not going to lose 11 in a row, surely, and the line is significant.
You are joking.
Follow
Gold
us
Coast.
all on the feed. You can see it there. Give us a
We're not
follow.
trying.
And thanks for your company. Watch us on YouTube if you missed it. See you next week.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.